Hey guys, Ace of Spades here. Posted a video about a week ago and I figured I would move on to the next thing that I've been wanting to show you guys for a while now. And I finally got my Sniper Bladeworks Mini DH back and I picked up a couple more. So hopefully you guys will enjoy these knives. I'm going to do a product review, or a company review almost, of Sniper Bladeworks. Basically, I had the Mini DH for a while, and a lot of you guys were following me during that. Most of you will probably remember that it was rubbing on the G10 side. So basically the centering was off, and it's not completely perfect. But that's just kind of, part of these overbuilt folders. Not everything's going to be perfect. I sent it out to Lance, and first thing that really hit me, or that I really liked about sending this off to him, was he called me. Once he got the knife, once he started being able to have the time to look at the knife, he called me. Talked about what I wanted done, gave me some ideas, bounced some ideas off, kind of talked about, pricing and all that stuff. And it just, for one, put a good taste in my mouth for the company. Strider, when I sent out those knives, I sent them out, didn't ever hear back until they just showed up in the mail. They did everything that I needed them to do, and so it's not a complaint in that way, but it's just a difference to have someone actually give me a call. We talked on the phone 3 or 4 times, just trying to get things figured out. So he essentially refinished the knife. Basically the reason that all the troubles were happening, basically the reason that we had all the troubles was someone had modified the knife. So there's a really dark acid wash on the blade, which basically got rid of the hamon. You could see it, but it was way darker, and that added a coating essentially to the blade, which messed up the centering, messed up just the fit and finish in general. So he sanded the whole blade down, got all the acid wash off, re-etched it for the hamon to make it look basically as good as new on the blade. They had swapped out these thumb studs, which he made work with a small washer. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. So he anodized them and got them to work. He anodized the hardware. Those used to be just regular steel or titanium, I don't remember. And then he anodized this lock side and gave it a snakeskin pattern. I breed snakes, most of you may know that, I don't know, but I breed ball pythons, so it was kind of a cool addition to the knife. Lockup is good. The knife in general is just basically as good as new. There's still little things that he couldn't fix, but for doing it, even though the knife was modified, it was really cool of him to do that for me. So while this was out, he was working on it, I picked up their chopper, which this is a mid-tech. This is designed by Sniper Bladeworks. You can see their logo. This will focus. There it is. Sorry guys about the light too. Sniper Bladeworks with their logo. And on this side, it was made in El Salvador. I can't remember what company is actually manufacturing them. It's one of the well-known fixed blade companies. I can't remember. So sorry guys. I've wanted a big fixed blade to take camping, to do whatever with. That isn't just a hunting knife for cleaning deer or whatever, but is something that I can use for more for utility. So I asked Lance if he had any in stock, and he did. So he shipped it to me, gave me a small discount, actually upgraded this sheath to a Kydex sheath at his cost. So that was really cool. But this thing is super thick. It looks like a machete when you first look at it, but it's I think it's like an 1/8 of an inch. That's more than an 1/8. I think it's really close to 1/4 of an inch thick, and has the Sniper Bladeworks handle shape, and it works pretty well. I'm not going to say that it's as good as having a hatchet for chopping wood. Part of it's because I'm weak and just can't chop very well, but it's been pretty cool. I've taken it camping a couple times, and it's been really nice to have with me. So the last one, and probably the most interesting one, is Sniper Bladeworks full-size DMF. So the DH that I've had is a mini. This is their mini, which is about the size of a Strider SNG. You guys have seen it in other videos. This is their regular size, and it's massive. I got it in the mail, not really knowing how big it was, and I mean, it's huge, but it's also awesome. So super thick spine, just like the chopper. Yeah, kind of focused. Super thick. Again, I'm not gonna have specs for you guys, I'm sorry. You guys know that I'm not very good at doing this. It's got the logo. It's sort of a blood groove. It's not a full blood groove because it doesn't go all the way, but it is for opening it right-handed, and it works pretty well. I'm left-handed, so I'm not very good at doing it, but it does help to open it instead of using the thumb studs, which are really the lock bar. So huge slab of titanium for the lock side, along with a pretty thick piece of G10 as well for the show side. I'm told that this is actually bone inlays, which is neat to me. Kind of adds some character to the knife. This is essentially a DMF custom. I got this on Instagram from someone that I will be shouting out to in the description below. But this thing is it's a beast. I mean, it's bigger than an SMF, and which is really the only knife that would be comparable that I've owned. But it is kind of that like feel of the SMF. It's your big overbuilt folder that you can basically do whatever you want to. It's not going to fail on you. That lockup is actually super stiff. It's like almost you got to use both hands to unlock it. So I'm really enjoying Sniper Bladeworks aesthetics. I thoroughly support Lance and what he's doing. They just moved shops, so there was a bit of a delay getting this knife fixed, but he was contacting me anytime he made any progress. Obviously, to fix this knife, I gave him a little over $100 to fix it. He could spend that time building a new knife that he sells for $400, $500. So him taking the time to basically refinish this knife for $100 is pretty awesome. and it's just a good knife. So pretty much this is the overview of Sniper Bladeworks. I want to get a couple more of his their models and try and kind of collect them pretty much just because I like Lance, I like the way these knives look, and they seem solid. I haven't had any problems, obviously. Like I've said in multiple videos, I work in an office, so I'm not, you know, hard using this stuff by any means, but even when I am camping or whatever, I have no problem. Or if like the car has a issue and I need to cut something, which happens pretty often. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know. And I have no fear in using these knives. I will say the one thing that I forgot that I actually do know about the specs is these are 1095 steel. Both folders are. I believe this is, I want to say 154 cm. I can't remember though. It might be the 1095 as well. So you do have to maintain them. They will rust. You can kind of see it a little bit on this guy. Has a little bit of some spots kind of up here. Tried to get it off earlier, just didn't scrub hard enough. Just surface rust, which isn't a big deal. And yeah, so that's that. I tried to keep this one a little quicker for you guys. I'll be covering these knives in more videos. This thing is just so awesome. Like, comment, subscribe, drive safe-ish, and thanks for watching.